Test, test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results. Like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
And just like that, you have taken one step closer to the highest version of yourself. Every moment is only ever now. That's why you're not going forward into what it is that you wish to experience. You are going up. When you choose the frequency movement, the habit, the thought, the idea, the decision, when you choose the one that's in alignment with what it is you think you're working towards, the vision, the goal you have, when you do that, you don't move closer to it in time. You move closer to the identity of it in frequency. That's how the shift happens, and that's why every moment is so important. Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to go up, how to shift your mind, how to go into that next frequency that you desire to be, and make sure to listen all the way through, because at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So when you want something, when you set a goal, when you say, I'm going to be this, I'm going to change this, I'm going to experience this, when you set that goal, it has to be clear. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how well you're liked, how much love you give, or how much works you do. If you do not have a vision of what it is that you are headed towards, you will never actually move. You will repeat the same day over and over and over because time isn't real. We are not going from past and present and then to future. We are just having an experience that is equal to the frequency of ourselves. So if we start raising our frequency by taking hard things in this life, that's how it works. The experience, when you go through it to the hard thing that allows you to become more of what it is you desire on the other side, when you do that, you come out higher frequency. You come out more aligned frequency. So the pattern of you that beats over and over and over starts to get more in tune with the pattern of the vision you see in your head. That is why it's not what we want, it's who we need to be that would have that. And so when you take a day like today, a moment like now, and you make a conscious decision to never go lower on a certain standard, a certain way of thinking, a certain belief in your life, you don't go backwards. That's how the level up works. So it's not when you receive $1 million that you're a millionaire. They're separate. It's when you believe that you're a millionaire, you will have the million. And so you think that this person is just building their business and growing things and making more money year over year and expanding. We think about the physical aspect of that to where then they make it to where they get to $1 million profit a year. Right? We think, well, he put in 7 years to make that happen, or she did this to make that happen. We look at the physical part of it. That physical experience that you're seeing that we think are like scenes in a movie or steps or days in the week is actually what it looks like to witness frequency or reality shifting. So he was the person, or she was the person that was making $100,000. And then they set a goal to receive $1 million a year. That was their vision. They locked in on that vision. Then every day, with the actions they took, or the thoughts they thought, or the words they used, or the conversations they were in, every day they held it to an alignment test to what it is they're trying to create, that $1 million. Does this thing move me closer, or take me away. When it took them away, they let it go. When it moved them closer, they invested more in. And so you see somebody whose belief went to $100,000 per year to $200,000 a year because their belief came from the work that they were doing. They realized, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to do these things. I'm going to continue to think this way. So they started to believe more. And so as their belief raised, the frequency shifted around them to their reality shifting to a one where it gives them 200,000. And so on and so forth. So the steps needed, the physical steps that you have to do are important. But make no mistake, those are created by the Creator. That's why we focus on the Creator, which is you, creating your experience. And so if you want to level up into something, if you want to take that next step, you have to make a decision. Along the road, that person made decisions that they never went back from. It's hard and it's difficult to do those things. That's the reason why most people don't. It's not because they don't know it's a good decision or they don't know that it's good for them. Most of us know that positive decisions are good for us. Most of us know that if we eat healthier, it's good for us. That if we exercise, it's good for us. That if we practice positive thinking and gratitude, it's good for us. That's not a surprise to most of us. But we don't do it consistently because it's difficult. It is hard to go from one frequency to the next. That's why it's worth it. It's not something that's given, it's earned. So when you make a conscious decision every single day to make a shift like that, you are leveling up and your reality will change around you. The power in you is how much can you believe, and when you base that how much you can believe, you will see how much you can receive because you will not receive bigger than your belief. You might be surprised when it happened. You might be like in awe when it happened. But if you truly create something amazing, you also expected it. Because you knew your worth, you knew what you were, you knew that everything you were doing was for that alignment to step into that next thing. And so if you want to be a reality shifter, become an identity shifter as well. As you identify in this earth, you will experience. So let's make a goal. What do you want? It doesn't have to be money. Money's just a thing. It's a thing that I think a lot of people would enjoy more of. It gives you more ability to be an abundant thinker, to pursue the things that you want to pursue. It certainly steps into the abundance of energy that's available. But set your goal on what it is that you wish to fly to, what you wish to expand to, what you wish to become, because that's what it is. You will never have a certain life without becoming that person. And when you state what it is that you desire, when you say, I'm going to be this, this is who I want to be, this is what I want my life to look like, the universe gives you the opposite of that. Right? When you say that you want love in your life, it might be at a moment where you're receiving the least of it. When you say that I want more money in life, it will probably come with a moment where you have the least of it. Because belief, which the great designer of this whole experience knows, has to be earned. So when everything is removed of what it is that you desire, whether it's resources or energy or people, whatever it is, when that's removed from your presence, the only place it can come from is within. And so when it's completely removed from you, right? When you had failure, when you had a setback, when you felt lost, when it's completely removed from you, and then you keep showing up, you keep being the source of it in your experience that you're having, then you start to believe that you are it. And then as you start to believe that you're it, the reality around you will match that. That's why it goes this way. That's how you step up and create the energy, the life, the experience that you desire. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. And when we breathe in, let's center ourselves. Have your hand on your chest if you can. You can just hold your hands together, but just connect with yourself. And as you breathe in nature. Breathe in the universe. Breathe in the fabric of this experience that you're having. Breathe it all within you. And then as you hold your breath, recognize that you're the author. Everything that you just brought in, you have the ability to control the pen in which is created. And when you exhale, allow the stress, the worry, the lack, the doubt to leave you. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you. This life, this heartache, this hurt, it's all happening for you. I know that there are situations where that is impossible to see. It's impossible to see. But even then, it's true. It cannot be for one and not for the other. We are all conscious creators in this experience. And so my plea to you, if you're in that place where it's hard to believe, where you can't see how to get to the other side, where it seems lost, to try it anyway. What do you have to lose? Make a powerful decision right now. There's nothing to lose. Make a commitment and say, I'm going to believe this going forward. And whether that belief is, I am love and I live in love and light. I am wealthy and I receive money all the time. I'm a fucking millionaire. Whatever it is, say it and just believe it. And anything in your life, if it doesn't seem like it will make you that million or it'll bring you that joy or it'll bring you that love, if it doesn't, let it go. Find the things in your life that do. They are there. And if you can't see them, it's because you're attached to all the things that are the opposite. Let them go. Trust the process and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to stay up to date and go deeper into these messages, subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode, and there's simple, easy to follow exercises that I put together from each episode that will shift your mind into alignment with what it is that I'm sharing on every single episode. You can also follow me on social media. There's my Instagram and TikTok down below. If you're listening on Spotify, leave a comment. I don't know how many I could get. I think the most I've gotten is 40 before. But if we could just blow the comments up, no matter who you are, if you left it, that would be impressive. To do something monumental, maybe get 100 comments on this audio podcast. It would be huge, and I couldn't do it without you. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.